Reflex angle measures more than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees. So you might have this whole angle that is 300 degrees as a reflex angle. Now let's look at vertical angles and adjacent angles. Vertical angles and adjacent angles talk about angles that are near each other. Vertical angles share a vertex but no sides. So if you saw two lines about like this, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4 angles, the vertical angles would be the angles that share the vertex or the corner, but they have no sides in common. They would almost make V's next to each other. So angles 1 and 3 would be vertical angles. They're V's that only connect at the dot or the vertex. And angles 2 and 4 would be vertical angles. They are across from each other. Now, adjacent angles, they share a vertex, but also one side. So again, if you have your two lines intersecting, with your 4 angles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, they would share a vertex, which would be the corner, and also one side. So if angle 1 is here, it would be adjacent to angle 2. And angle 1 would also be adjacent to angle 4 because they are right next to each other. Angle 2 would be adjacent to angle 3. And angle 3 would also be adjacent to angle 4. Two more types of angles are complementary angles and supplementary angles. These have to do with the number that the angles add up to, or the sum of them. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. Because it's 90 degrees, we know that the two angles need to make a right angle. And then the two angles would add up to 90 degrees. So we could have a 50-degree angle and a 40-degree angle. They would add up to 90 degrees, which is a right angle, and they would be called complementary angles. Supplementary angles are two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. So that magic number 180 degrees means that it is a straight angle, and these two angles are going to make that straight angle. So you could have 120 degrees and 60 degrees because they add up to 180 degrees. I like to think of it, C comes before S in the alphabet, so complementary adds up to 90 and supplementary adds up to 180. Now let's practice. The directions are to classify each angle as acute, right, or obtuse, then find the complement, and then find the supplement. Remember, complement means it adds up to 90 degrees, and supplement adds up to 180. So first, when you look at 48 degrees, we know that that is less than 90 degrees, so that is an acute angle. To find its complement, you just subtract from 90. 90 minus 48. So it would be 42 degrees is the complementary angle. To find the supplement, you would subtract from 180 degrees. So 180 minus 42. The supplementary angle is 138 degrees. Now look at B, 103 degrees. It is more than 90 degrees, but it is less than 180 degrees. That means that this angle is obtuse. To find the complement, you would subtract from 90, but 103 degrees is already bigger than 90 degrees, so there is no complement. So you would write no complement. Because it's greater than 90 degrees. To find the supplementary angle, you would subtract from 180. 180 minus 103. The supplement would be 77 degrees. And finally, look at C, 90 degrees. Because it's exactly 90 degrees, that means that it is a right angle. To find the complement, you would subtract from 90. 90 minus 90 is 0, so the complementary angle is 0 degrees. To find the supplement, you would subtract from 180. 180 minus 90 is 90 degrees, so the supplementary angle would be 90 degrees.